Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm obviously your host, or whatever you call me. I'm Shannon. I'm probably gonna do like a quick video just because I'm like babysitting. She's kind of asleep, and her little brother and her big brother Jacob is like downstairs playing all by himself for like the time being, and like I just got lunch slash like an early breakfast too because I had to wake up early. But I'm basically gonna go over like a bunch of Star Wars questions that I like wrote down for this new YouTube channel that I created like probably I want to be like less than a month ago, called Shannon's Fandoms. But I'll probably be switching like posting the same stuff but over to there. Like I think I said Saturdays or whatever was gonna be like a Star Wars stream. I already did this Q&A over there for like my first video or whatever. But yeah. So here it goes. And if anybody watches this live and you guys are a Star Wars fan, feel free to like ask me a question. Please feel free though to like read the about description on my on this channel, because I kind of only just do like a certain thingy, like the movies mainly. I hardly have no like I don't know why, but like I don't like watch like the animated thingies. I don't have time to read books either. I think I got like a Han Solo anthology book series thingy, like how he met Chewbacca and stuff. Basically, probably like what made like I don't know what made Lord Miller and Ron Howard do Solo with. But yeah. Number one, and there's 67 questions, but I may have to lower this down just because we got some casting news kind of thingy. But yeah, and I'm just gonna take my chances with a few of these things, even though I'm not gonna place like odds of like a percentage of like some of these characters I mentioned. But yeah. But so we're gonna get this book series called The High Republic. It's gonna be set, I think it was 400. I'm gonna set my pillow up a tiny little bit more. But it's supposed to be set like 400 years before like the Skywalker saga. I cannot wait to see like these new characters, what the future could hold, because one of my favorite Star Wars guys, I'll get into in a little bit, but Taika Waititi is going to do a Star Wars movie, which I'm like super excited for, even though some people aren't, just because like he's more comedic. So it's like, yeah. So it's like, is his going to be like one of the first movies for like the New Republic, Knights of the Old Republic, like what Benioff and Weiss from Game of Thrones were gonna do. But I'll get into like that in a little bit. I cannot also wait to like see like this. I don't know if we have a name for him. I forget, but he looks like he's like Chewbacca. Like he's probably from the same planet Kashyyyk or whatever, and he has a lightsaber. Speaking of like when I met Chewbacca today, I think it's today, it's like the 15th year anniversary of Revenge of the Sith, when Ewan McGregor said hello there for the first time, I think it was. Maybe not the last time, because I have high doubts that he's going to be saying it in Kenobi at some point. I actually asked a YouTuber named John Campia like a couple of months ago or something, and I'm like, chances he'll say hello there in the Kenobi series? I maybe gave it like a 50% thingy. I forget. I have to like find him his episode that I said it on. But it was probably like around the time before all the trouble with the scripts happened. Or like a companion video thingy. And like, yeah. Will Celebration get canceled? I don't know. Stuff is like starting to reopen. We haven't got an official announcement though, I don't think, from like the Star Wars people if it is going to be canceled or not. Plus, like, I'm sure we're probably going to get a bunch of thingies. Like, if Celebration does happen, we're probably going to get like a season 2 trailer for Mandalorian. Also, there's like this rumor going on, which I'll get into in like a little bit or whatever. but that Hayden Christensen's gonna possibly return, and also the confirmation about like Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano. We're supposed to get like those two apparently at Celebration, which would make sense. I mean, plus I think it's like Empire Strikes Back 40th or whatever year anniversary as well, like this year, or it just recently happened. Maybe we'll get Revenge of the Sith one too, like Hayden Christensen and come back, which makes sense. I mean, especially like, if this announcement is true that he's gonna be back. Well, we will also probably get like a 2024 announcement, because I don't know why I got like strange odds that Kenobi's gonna be the 2022 one. Like, we haven't got an announcement about that yet, but like, it's like this: we're supposed to get a movie in 2022. Nothing officially is happening for like the movies or whatever, because nobody knows when Taika's film is gonna be, because like he's got Thor: Love and Thunder, he's got this film called Auditors or whatever with Jude Law. And then he's got like this Oompa Loompa and this Willy Wonka, like these two separate Willy Wonka things for Netflix. He's probably like working on like the script for like Willy Wonka, unless he's working on his Star Wars one or the Auditors or whatever. Or maybe like kind of like casting well, like on like a Zoom call thingy, sort of like Skype or whatever. But yeah. Maybe we'll also get like a composer thing, because John Williams is done, so maybe we'll get like a futuristic composer. I will probably go into that a little bit on like who I would love, because I got like somebody in my head that's already worked with Star Wars. Well, two people technically, if you think about it, but yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis is apparently rumored to be in Star Wars in like Mandalorian. I really love this idea. It makes perfect sense, and my next one, number 5, is gonna make number 6 is gonna definitely make sense, I guess, in a way. But number 5 is, and I'll get into in a few minutes or so of who I think Jamie will be. Like, not specifically a character name, but like, droid, character, whatever. Also, why not Timothy Oliphant, whatever, from like Saint Clair Diet. He was in the series Deadwood or whatever, and a few other things. He's supposed to be in The Mandalorian. I love this casting already so far. Like, come on, you guys. We also got confirmation as well about Peyton Reed, the director of the Ant-Man movies, and Robert Rodriguez, the director of like From Dusk Till Dawn and the Spy Kids movies, directing episodes of The Mandalorian. Maybe they'll also like have a part, because like Taika has a part as IG-11. Maybe he'll be back, because I forget if it was like confirmed or denied, but like there was a post somewhere like on Tumblr, which was also like connected through Twitter and stuff, and like, yeah. So I wonder, will there be more than 3? Yeah, but I don't know about like the more than 3 movies leading up to 2030's saga. Like, if we get another saga, I mean, like, we know, I'm pretty sure that like Luke Skywalker is done, unless like Mark Hamill just means like live action form, like he could do like the voice or whatever, right? And they could probably like somehow use him, or like clips or whatever, like remembering some certain part, if like we ever see like a young Luke, like Mandalorian time Luke, like, I don't know, Sebastian Stan or something. I'll get into that one kind of in a little bit, even though Sebastian and Millie Bobby Brown makes sense. I almost forgot her name for a second, hence why I was like, but yeah, I wonder if there's gonna be more, because didn't I mention a while back, I'm not sure if it was this one, but this guy named Matt Owens and this guy named JD Dillard are supposed to write a Star Wars film. So it's like this: when's theirs? When is Taika's? Like, is Taika's 2024 and like JD Dillard, Matt Owens like 2022? What's happening with Ryan's? What's happening with Kevin Feige's? Like, is Taika's one of Kevin's movies? Because it wasn't supposed to be a trilogy. Well, like Jon Favreau do a movie, even though I'll get into that in a little bit. So my next one is like, who else I want to see appear in Mandalorian season 2. They've been having like loads of star power, kind of like a bunch of directors and stuff like that, and apparently that's what like Leslie Headland, I believe her name is gonna do, because we got confirmation about her TV female center thingy, along like with confirmation about my boy Taika. But I'm gonna just throw this out there, and you guys let me know who else you guys would like love to see. But Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was in the Terminator with Michael Biehn. He was in this film, I think it was called like True Lies with like Ray Bill Paxton with Jamie Lee Curtis in it. Like maybe you could just like do a voice or whatever, like a rock on roll or a voice, sort of like Jamie could be doing. Will Kenobi be the 2022 movie? I think so for some odd reason, just because of like the rewrites and all the trouble. Not to mention this virus, like it's making people go crazy. Like they're probably gonna push back Taika's Star Wars movie to like 2024 or 2023 maybe even. And like if we get something for 2023. Especially like with this virus, like they may have to change their thingy. Same with like the Avatar movies, like they're probably gonna be pushed back and then yeah. Like wasn't it supposed to start filming soon like Kenobi was? Cassian Andor was like on 6 months or whatever of like post-production or pre-production and then it stopped. But like that'll probably like resume when this is over or maybe like soon kind of thingy. Since I think like the Batman that Matt Reeves movie is like starting to film still and stuff. Will Ahsoka appear in Kenobi? I think so. I mean, like this casting for Rosario Dawson makes sense. She may appear in multiple thingies apparently. Like she's gonna be a Mandalorian most likely. Like Rosario Dawson. Maybe we'll have like a Clone Wars or something spin-off one day, or like a Rebel spin-off. But yeah. Or maybe like she'll just like be mentioned somehow in Kenobi. Will Hayden come back? I definitely think so. There was that rumor, like I said, towards like the beginning of this. I kind of think like we'll most likely though see like a flashback thingy, maybe him and like Jake Lloyd flashbacks. Like I always think I'm gonna say this, not to mention one of my like other side questions, because like I wrote down on like technically 4 pieces of paper. Like there's this one, there's another side to it, then there's a whole entire other side, and then there's this little well 2 sides to it. And like one of the sides, I think it's like on the other side of this one, but like mentions like if Luke and Leia will appear in Kenobi as like little kids, obviously like playing with like plastic or whatever they call it in space, like their lightsaber their like guns and like a plastic ship, and then maybe like we'll see Luke like with a little helmet, sort of like what Rey did in the beginning of The Force Awakens, like him wearing the helmet being like, phew, I'm gonna be the greatest pilot ever, phew, or something. Same with like Leia, like we'll probably see her with like a plastic little gun, and then maybe like flashbacks to like Padme or something, who knows, right? So like we probably could like that. Like I don't think we would see like him as Vader, since we think that he's like dead. If you guys have something like the prequels first or whatever. Then yeah. Will Kira appear in Kenobi? I think so. It was kind of hinted at in an episode of the Clone Wars. Like Dryden Voss I think was there, so it's like this. Yes. I definitely think so. Maybe like her and the Crimson Dawn could like be like the villains of Kenobi, with like the help from like on Kenobi's side for like Enfys Nest and the Cloud Riders and a few other people. Chances John Williams gives input like on futuristic scores. I think that like Kevin Kilner, I believe his name is. That's who I think is gonna take over, by the way. Or like Michael Giacchino. But like I think that like they're gonna do like their own thingy. Sort of like what Ludwig Göransson does with Mandalorian. Like it does not sound like Star Wars. It does kind of, and it doesn't. Like it does not like sound like John Williams type score, and it does kind of a little bit, like a few little hints here and there. But I think they're gonna go their own route, like their own creative ways. Sort of like what I think Kathleen Kennedy is gonna probably do from now on. We have like all these directors. Like Taika's probably gonna have like his own decision type thingy, since he did really well with Mandalorian finale of season 1. But yeah. Will Kenobi have more than one season? I guess it depends on where it leaves off / like when it leaves off. Like how many years before A New Hope does Kenobi end at? Even though I think it's gonna be like 6 episodes, but I guess it depends on the success as well, right? Will Gareth Edwards help with the casting series? I don't think he will. It's Tony Gilroy, I believe, is gonna. Sorry about that, guys. Is going to like do his like own stuff, like show running or whatever, and they kicked off the other people. But yeah, I don't think so. Unless he directs like an episode, maybe even like a walk-on cameo thingy or whatever. Will Stephen Daldry have writing credit on Kenobi? I don't know if you guys know this or whatever, but there was this guy named Stephen Daldry. He did like I think this movie called The Hours, and he like did Billy Elliot, the movie with like Jamie Bell or whatever. And it's like this. He was rumored probably like in August around the time of Solo: A Star Wars Story to do Kenobi when it was originally supposed to be a movie, and like he wrote a script apparently that included like little Luke, little Leia type thingy, which also kind of gives me hope about like seeing them in Kenobi. Will he have credit though? I don't think so, unless like he helps out too, maybe. I kind of want to like ask like Scarif Scuttlebutt podcast or something like that now. Or like somebody that just like get their thoughts. Like maybe there could be little hints of a script because nobody's seen that yet. Maybe he'll leak the script, sort of like people are probably gonna like leak a bunch of cuts of films that would have been like the Snyder cut or what Josh Trank's Fantastic Four cut that he did or whatever. Maybe even we'll also see like Chris Lord, Phil Miller. I think that's their names, or like the other way around, like Chris Miller, Phil Lord. But I think maybe we'll get like their cut of like what was the Solo script supposed to be about for theirs? Because Ron Howard changed it up and stuff, obviously. What will Taika's Star Wars film be about? Give me a second again, I got a notification. I absolutely have no clue like what he's going to be capable of doing. It's probably going to be a war film for sure because Christy Wilson Cairns, I believe that's her name. She like wrote or co-wrote 1917, that fantastic war film by Sam Mendes. So it's like this. It could be anything. I guess we'll probably find out soon, right? Or maybe like D23 or whatever, because like I think the StarWars.com website said nothing. Like no deals or whatever. But like that Taika and Christy are going to be in it, but it's like this. No date or when it's going to be out. No title, no cast. Even though I'm sure like we'll probably get something right. Maybe as soon as like the virus is over, because like they're probably casting at the moment. Will we ever get a time jump in the Star Wars movie? I think we will, but like it'll probably be mentioned like in the credits, like 30 years or whatever after this, after that type thingy. But I don't think we will. Maybe I could be wrong. Will we ever see Leia again? Kenobi makes sense. I mean, like I said earlier for the Hayden Christensen part. Also, some people, I think, including myself, when I see like Millie Bobby Brown, she looks exactly like Carrie Fisher. So like she could do a great Amazing Leia. They kind of sound a little bit like too. Or you could like use Billie Lourd, Carrie's daughter. So, like, that makes sense. Will we ever see Luke again? Maybe Mandalorian type time with Sebastian Stan as Luke. They look so much alike that they played a little joke on people and called themselves, like, father and son on, like, a Father's Day thingy. And, like, on, like, a Good Morning America thingy. Mark was, like, promoting one of the Star Wars movies, and Sebastian, like, sends a little video, hey, Dad, I got groceries, or whatever. But, yeah. Will we ever see Kylo again? I'm not going to get into that just because it could be, like, spoilery. Just, like, in case you guys have not seen The Rise of Skywalker, but I think we will. Will we ever see Lando again? Donald Glover was, like, probably one of the greatest / the best thing about Solo: A Star Wars Story / the only greatest thing. Sort of like what Ewan McGregor is to the prequels, like, one of the greatest things about the prequels. So maybe we could write Donald Glover's Lando, but I don't know about like Billy D. Williams. Isn't he getting up there? Like I don't know why I'm saying this. I may jinx, and then like he dies or whatever. But like Billy D. Williams is getting up there. So is like James Earl Jones and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, right. Did Chewie know about Obi-Wan? I don't think so. Maybe there's a book that explains it. Even though my friend Patrick Covey, he said no. But, like, there's that scene in A New Hope that sounds like he knows him. But I wonder. Will we ever see Han again? There's rumors / speculation that there may be a Solo 2 happening. Not to mention, a bunch of people I know over at the Resistance broadcast on, like, YouTube, also known as Star Wars Newsnet, they keep on saying, make Solo 2 happen, and then, like, they attract, like, Jake Kasdan. Sorry, give me a second. And a few of the other people, like Jonas, that plays Chewbacca, confirmed that he would like love to be back. Plus, like he did a Rise of Skywalker watch along with a bunch of people, like a bunch of like fans on Twitter, and then like they asked him stuff, and like he said he would be back as Chewbacca, and that he would like love to like work with Alden again, who played Han Solo. Maybe that could like lead into. Oh wait, no. I was almost like maybe that could lead into like a New Hope / thingy, but it would probably not. Unless like we see like the Crimson Dawn, like Maul and Kira again in Solo Star Wars Story 2 or whatever. Maybe Taika could do that. Like he's like it was kind of comedic thingy. Will we see the Falcon again? Definitely so. Either way, like young Han Solo type thingy, like Solo Star Wars Story 2 or whatever, or a future movie. I don't know who had it last in like the Rise of Skywalker. I forget. Will we ever see Chewbacca again? I definitely think we will, no matter what. Like he's probably never gonna be gone for a long, long time. So it's like this. He's probably gonna be like in the next Sega. If we get like a 2031, we're probably gonna see him in a like prequel like thingy. A standalone, maybe even he could show up, and like who knows, right? Not just Solo or whatever, but who knows, anybody else know him. Then again, Solo would probably work better if it was like a standalone. Well, new characters appear in 2030's Sega if we get one. I think they will, right? Like a new generation. Rey's probably gonna like train a new generation of Jedi. Like she probably has a new lightsaber that she built or whatever, unless it's some Leia's yellow one that she kind of buried towards the end of Rise. But maybe she'll pick it up if she senses it's evil. Will Poe, Finn, and Rose and them like return in the next Sega? Like if we do get it 2031, like I said, I definitely think so. Unless like they're not interested anymore, but like their opinions could change. Because I think some people, like some of the cast, did not like the Rise of Skywalker, but it's like this. Some of their opinions could change, and then like we could see them returning. But yeah, is Rey going to build her own lightsaber? Some people think, like I think throughout like the Force Awakens and stuff like that, she had like a pouch, like a little mini like knapsack thingy at the back of her, where like she had Luke's lightsaber that she gave to him towards the end of the Force Awakens. So it's like this: is there another lightsaber in there, or has she already built it, or whatever? Or is she going to? Especially like, if we do get like a new villain or whatever. Will Rey train Broom Kid and New Jedi? I definitely think so, especially if there's a major threat. Will there be a new Sith Lord? I think so, or there could be like somebody sort of like the First Order, like a new generation of villains that are not like Sith, like a First Order or something like that. Any new Skywalkers? Mara Jade could appear like Luke's wife in the canon or whatever it was. Mara Jade appearance. There was rumors about that before, but I don't know. Saw's Rebels appearing in Cassian Andor. I definitely think so. There's also possibly a great chance for Forrest Whitaker to return as Saw. Like they could probably like DH him or something. But then again, we probably would have gotten an announcement soon, right? For like that, because we just got Mon Mothma's casting thingy. But yeah. And we got like Stellan Skarsgård as somebody. Who Jamie Lee Curtis could be? I think she's probably gonna be like a droid or somebody that like um lets Cassian in on something. Like not like a huge role, maybe like sort of like an I was almost like an L3, an IG-11, whatever. Like one of those type droids that like either helps out. Yeah, like maybe a companion of his. Like maybe that's how he meets K2SO through her somehow, and then like she deactivates her. She gets like burned by one of the stormtroopers or whatever. Will Luke and Leia appear in Kenobi? I definitely think so. Like I said, will Jamie Smith's appear in Kenobi? It makes sense. In Rogue One, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was, but I could be wrong. But wasn't it Mom Mothma or Bail that said about the Jedi in hiding? So it's like this. How do they know he's alive too? Right? So maybe Bail could like have a hologram thingy and like communicate with Obi-Wan Kenobi and be like, how's the boy? Get it, Luke Skywalker. And maybe like we'll see like him running around in the background like playing with boys or getting into trouble. Since it sounded like Luke was like a troubled little kid in like New Hope kind of. Like they did not want like Aunt Beryl and Uncle Owen did not want Luke to go out. It seems like to like the friends and stuff like that. Then again, I'm sure they like kind of felt something too. Or else they probably would have like definitely stopped him, and then ta-da, they're dead. And like maybe like we'll see a little Leia, but like far back where she would be like, "Who's that, Dad?" And then like you would know that's Obi-Wan Kenobi, or she would. I definitely think he's gonna appear in Cassian. There's actually a rumor from somewhere, slasher film, I want to be like, but or somewhere else. I don't think it was slasher film now. That Jimmy Smits is apparently going to be in it, but like Disney, like Star Wars has not confirmed it yet or whatever, or denied it. So it's like that. I don't know what the actor's name is. I kind of forget, but Draven in the movie, like the one that tells Cassian to kill Galen, basically, he's supposed to be in it too, like a rumored thingy, which would definitely make sense. I definitely think that, especially like with the casting of Mom Mothma, Genevieve O'Reilly, who played Mom Mothma in I think episode 3, like a deleted scene or whatever, and Mom Mothma in Rogue One is back. But yeah, we'll probably get a new composer. I think it's gonna be like Michael Giacchino taking over, or like for the movie wise thingies, or Kevin Kilner. Maybe either for like, or maybe Michael can do like the movies and Kevin can do the TV series thingies, especially if it's like animated like Rebels or whatever. Will Mandalorian have more than 2 seasons? We just got confirmation that Jon Favreau, I think, is like working on season 3 at the moment. Maybe it'll go up to 3 seasons. I mean, I don't know like where we are in the timeline thingy. Like how many years? Like it's 6 years after Revenge of the Sith. So it's like this. Han and Leia are probably married, but it's like, is Ben Solo around? Like, is he like born or is he not born yet? Type thingy. Obviously, Rey probably isn't, or like Poe and Finn are probably like little kids. Like Finn's probably in the stormtrooper type gear when he's a little kid and everything. But it's like this. How many years are we in the movie world compared to Mandalorian? Because isn't it like 20 or something years, like in between the movies, like in between Return of the Jedi, or maybe like 30 years, but like Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens? Which also makes sense, because it would be like 30-ish years, I think, between like Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. But yeah. Well, Rick Famuyiwa, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Well, he have his like its own Star Wars movie. He directed like an episode of. Sorry, my phone almost slipped. He directed an episode of season 1 of Mandalorian. He's supposed to do number 2, like one for, or a couple maybe, for season 2 as well. So it's like this. I think he could probably, I don't really know like his style type thingy besides Mandalorian. So it's like this. What's he gonna do if he does a movie? Will Deborah Chow get a Star Wars movie? I guess it depends on how well Kenobi is, but I definitely think so. Like, it seems positive and everything. Will Dave Filoni do a live action Star Wars movie or animation? Yes, I think he will. Or maybe when Kathleen Kennedy steps down, he and like Jon Favreau will like take over Lucasfilm. Like, Jon will be like the head, like the Kathleen Kennedy thingy, and like if there's like a co-head or something, that will probably be Dave. Will Jon Favreau do a Star Wars movie? I 100% believe so. Or can I just put that at 90? Because nothing is ever really true. I mean, like, it could be true, or it couldn't. Like, just like rumor is, or whatever. Will Bryce Dallas Howard do a Star Wars movie? I don't know. It's tough just because Solo, a Star Wars story, kind of did suck. I seem positive about like Solo Star Wars story, but it kind of did suck. Well, Robert Rodriguez do a Star Wars movie. Maybe, like, come on. Taika did an episode of Mandalorian, and now he's getting a Star Wars movie. Then again, he's done other projects though, so it's like this. Anything could happen for like any of these people that like I asked or that I did. Will Peyton Reed do a Star Wars movie? Probably. Will James Mangold do a Star Wars film? Maybe. Didn't he? Wasn't it him or was it like Josh Trank that were like rumored to do a Boba Fett movie? Maybe that could be Taika's, because I kind of stalk Taika in a great way. I mean, with like the great stalk thingy. Like, follow him on Instagram on multiple accounts. I made like this fan one called them Loving Taika. I'm gonna call him Taika one of these days. And yeah, like I followed him and then like he's like, give me the Boba Fett movie with a poop emoji. Probably like around the time of like Rogue One. Like the Rogue One premiere thingy. So maybe. But maybe so. Also, yeah, wasn't he? I'm trying to think. And he's also connected to like the Lucasfilm world in a way, because I'm not sure if it was confirmed or rumored. It was just rumored, but like I don't know if it was like ever confirmed. But James Mangold is apparently going to do Indiana Jones 5, replacing Steven Spielberg with like the Return of Harrison Ford for like the final time. Will Vader and Tarkin be seen or mentioned in Cassian? I definitely think so. For Tarkin, I don't know about Vader. He could be mentioned, like Lord Vader could be mentioned type thingy. But I don't know about like physically, like if we're gonna see like Hayden Christensen or somebody, or I don't know his name. It was like Sterling something that played Vader in Rogue One. So it's like, yeah. Did I even ask this? If Galen appears, will he mention he has a daughter named Jen? Probably so, and it makes sense that he probably would. Like, maybe he'll say, like, that was about her age, because he doesn't know exactly until like, Rogue One that she's alive. Just because of, like, hologram. Give me another, like... Hi, Jackson! Even though it just like says somebody just hearted this video and nobody's watching. Maybe I'll show him. One of my good friends, in case anybody watches this live thingy. But yeah, like it makes sense about Galen thingy. I'm gonna skip the number 50 because I was like, is Mom Mothman gonna appear? But that was obviously funny, it doesn't show that you're in here. Like, it says 0 people. Hey, hey, hey! Will Maz appear in Mandalorian? I think she will at some point, just because we're gonna have to figure out somehow of like how she got Luke's lightsaber in the Mandalorian. I know, my phone's weird then, I guess. Too bad I cannot get this map from my iPad, I don't think. Which is really weird. Will Empress Nest appear in Cassian or Kenobi? I definitely think there's a possibility about, like, Kenobi, like, he's probably gonna need backup, but Cassian sounds more... better. Will the Cloud Rider disappear? Yes, definitely 100% sure, especially like if Empress Nest disappear. Will Qui-Gon Jinn appear in Kenobi? 100% yes. It makes sense. Like, he has to teach us how to become Force Ghosts / one with the Force. Like, how Obi-Wan Kenobi can transform into Force Ghosts, and how Luke and them can as well. Will Yoda appear in Kenobi or voice? I think either, both or something. Like, how does Obi-Wan know Luke is... How does Obi-Wan know that Yoda is on Dagobah, for example? And I forget, like, that exact quote that, like, give me a second. That, like, Frank Oz as Yoda, like, said towards the end of Revenge of the Sith. As well. Maybe, like, how to communicate with him. And I'm gonna get off soon, though, Jackson. My phone's, like, at 82%, and we are babysitting is, like, Isabel. She's sleeping. For those of you guys that don't have a niece named Isabel, she's, like, sleeping, though. Because somebody did not want to go to bed last night, and he's downstairs playing all by himself. Like a good little boy, and then I got him, like, Timbits from Tim Hortons. Maybe. Unless, anybody, like, asks me a question or whatever. Of course I will. Of course I will, say that to Izza. You sound like you're Jar Jar Binks. Misa, Izza. Well, Joel Edgerton appeared in Kenobi. It makes sense, because he was Uncle Owen in the prequels. I know. He's downstairs playing, though, so, like, you're safe for a while. But yeah, like, you're safe for a good while, I'm sure, but Isabel will probably be like, who that? Then again, she hasn't seen, like, your face or heard your voice, or she may be like, who that? But yep, I definitely will. We're taking them home, like, at, like, 3 o'clock-ish. I think. So, like, 4 hours and a bit from now, like, we're probably gonna play with, them. Yeah, we're probably, yeah, gonna, like, play with them. And then I'm probably gonna just, like, stay here when they leave, just so I can watch Baywatch. For those of you guys that don't know, I have a crush on David Hasselhoff. I said it. I'm, like, addicted to him. Will Obi-Wan say hello there? I definitely... Shut it. Yes, he's my husband. I admitted it. I just said, yes, he's my husband. Just think, he's on, like, 2, well, technically 5 times or whatever. On my birthday. It's my birthday's gonna suck. Like there's nothing good on besides like Baywatch on my birthday. Well, like a few other shows I watch, but like none of like these shows that I'm currently like watching. Like Idol's done until like next year, or like February or whatever of next year. And The Masked Singer ends technically tomorrow, but like there's like a recap for tonight. And maybe even like a final performance like of like the people that got masked along like with like the three remaining people. But yeah. Well, Obi-Wan say hello there. I 100% believe he will. In Kenobi at some point. Will Millie Bobby Brown ever play Leia younger? Sure. I never watched myself. I know, right? I sometimes do though. Like I usually just skip like the performances until like a certain number is down, or like the live ones if it was a live show thingy. Yep. And I kind of know who could be like the remaining three. Well, I kind of know who could. Me and my mom kind of agree of who could be under the turtle. And it's not like who you said, like the Jesse McCartney thing. It was the rhino, and it wasn't my boyfriend. God. I forget what his name is though, like who it was. I know, but I think it could be somebody else named Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys. My mom and me think that, and there was like it was the rhino, but I forget his actual name. You're weird. Give me a second. I'll like look it up. See like if I can figure out his actual name. I'm sure you can like look that up too though. I think it is Nick. Like there was a few references to the Backstreet Boys. His name was Barry Zito. Zito, whatever. That's who was the rhino. Even though it wasn't my boyfriend. I'm so close to like just like putting on his one of his Instagram thingies about birthdays and being like, David, can I get a shout out on a birthday video? It's my birthday next week. I haven't heard of him. I always thought it was David for like the longest time. Because like it kind of did sound like him singing a little tiny bit. Now I blame my mom. She was the one that made me technically listen to David all this time. And then my mom said, David must have improved his singing because like she doesn't think he sounds like really good. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised like if it was him though. Like next year or whatever. If I like hear somebody that sounds like the rhino, like someone that sounds like David Hasselhoff a little bit, I'll probably be like, oh, it's David Hasselhoff. Too bad I don't think like we're allowed to like vote though, like online or whatever. Like it must have to be like a live audience thingy. Same with like Idol, like it has to be the Americans instead of like I don't think. Or maybe like we can like vote for like the idols, but I don't know about the Masked Singer type thingy. I'm excited for tomorrow though, cause like that's when. True. I know, I missed that show. One of my like old like friends in high school, like we're not friends anymore or whatever, he was, I know. We could have definitely voted for the Canadian one though, but well, probably because we are Canadians. Duh. But like one of my old friends from high school, he was actually related to I think it was like the last Canadian Idol singer, Brian Mello. Or is that my friend's name? But yeah, we probably could have like voted for Canadian since we are Canadian. I think I just heard a little baby when I said we are Canadian. But I don't think I hear her anymore. Jackson, did you hear that kid? Isabel's asleep, awake. Give me like 1 second. Give me like 1 second. Yeah. Give me a second. I'm like messaging my mom on Facebook. And I'll get back. But yeah, I think one of the guys in school that I think I used to have a crush on was related to him. Probably like his name was Brian. But I don't know. Yeah, probably like named Brian Mello then. Like that makes sense, right? Brian and Ryan. Unless it was like his brother. Like high school was a long time ago for me. I feel like maybe 3 years ago that I graduated. Or 4. I think my mom's gonna check on baby. Because I heard, yeah, Jackson, I heard the baby. I heard the baby. Plus, I'm one of my favorite YouTubers is like on in a little bit, so I make it off too. And just like go on Facebook, play games or whatever. As soon as I figure out where it was in this list. Will Taika direct an episode of The Mandalorian? Yes, 100% yes, I think so. Nobody.